Alright, so this is literally a heavy weighted project. So yes. I am so excited for this heavy Nonz project. This is the first Prince of Bel-Air slash Yu Hakusho special for Nonz. What is this about? Okay, first of all, this is, basically like fucking do-rag hero Yusuke, thinking, wear bandana, blue bandana Yusuke, this right the bat, Yusaku, and Lily. So what is this Nonz special about? So first of all, Lily, I have to stay out there that Lily, my mom is going through something, it's very personal. I don't really want, I'm not gonna state it until we get the Mama Chi-Chi video out. So here's the thing, Lily, there's going to be a side series, not a side series, a side character, like Lily freaking, a miscellaneous character that's in and out of the universe that's not really relevant. Lily, it's really out there. So this is a hood movie for Nonz. Lily, this is revolving around like Lily, the hood is like Lily, black aspects of American Lily. So this is going to intertwine, multiple, like anime universe concepts. It's definitely like Yu Yu Hakusho tournament, definitely the Rope from the School, Rope from the Demon School, Iruma, that Lily having all those feels, So Lily, who is Pumpkin? Pumpkin is the nickname of my mom, and Uncle Jay used to say the funniest shit. Hey, when your brother, delays a fight, Lily, we used to do this one thing to your mom. We used to yell at her whenever she used to Lily make a mistake. Whenever she used to steal stuff from grandma, Lily, we used to be like, and so she was like, and they were called the Pumpkin. That shit was hella funny. Lily, but Pumpkin was a really nice name, Lily. That was the name of her laptop, Lily. And it's gonna be a really big Easter egg for really, like, Lily, let you know, Lily, I had a big relationship with Lily, like, Lily, how I grew up with my mom and Lily, the computer in general. My mom and the computer have a whole lot, a complex relationship. That's gonna be one of the big things. Like, for example, like, Lily, one of her members at her job, Lily, somebody, Lily, at her job gave me a computer, my own personal desktop, and that same person who had the computer, Lily, what happened was, Lily, there was a virus code that Lily, we could have accessed, Lily, we could have fixed it if we would have had the code, but Lily, her co-worker that gave us the computer died. It was crazy. So it was insane. Like, Lily, it's crazy. So Lily, I've had a lot of Lily. So Pumpkin was Lily, her username, Lily, when I had to log in at her, to get some studio work done. So just like Timon and Pumbaa, Pumpkin is Lily, just Lily, I forget, aside like, a mascot, a figure, Lily, something I definitely wrote, but something that's referencing, so it's not my ghetto mom, it's Lily, it's a punk rock girl, but Lily, she has the attitude, she's always trying to do shit, she's always trying to get with Gabaya, it's crazy, she's always trying to fucking, get with Gabaya. So for the Thanksgiving special, my mom's birthday revolves around Thanksgiving, and her being known as a villain in this show, what we're going to do is we're going to Lily, not entirely, Lily, we're not gonna give her a series, we're not gonna make her like too relevant, but we're gonna go in and out. She's probably gonna be in like one of the Halloween specials, probably like maybe for Nonz, maybe. I'm not approving it right now, no way Jose, but at the same time you have to understand, that's like Timon and Pumbaa, like Lily, the Gabaya will make cameos with Pumpkin, like Lily, like at the end of the Thanksgiving special, like Lily, she has his appearance just like Big Race for Lily. There's gonna be a cameo for Gabaya, she's gonna have her own little TV special, and Lily, Gabaya's gonna come out of nowhere, just like Simba, and he's gonna be like, Pumpkin, I don't have time, I have to get back to my universe. So, what is the inspiration behind the French Prince? I went there Yu Yu Hakusho phase this year while I really enjoyed Lily, my life good development. Yeah, so the beginning of the year was really fire. Not only did we get to Lily live off of Lily, the world I created from the Shinobi Striker community, all the way from all the work I put in last year, Lily, not only did it start off like that, Lily, it started off really bad. Lily did what people still do, the same stupid cop blocking games in junior high, but me being able to cope with it because I'm a grown ass man. But there was some really big highlights, and Lily, I remember some really key highlights when I was growing up, and this was really crazy. I felt like Lily back when I was younger, Lily when my mom was taking care of me. I noticed a whole lot of similarities back when I was, Lily, about with my children, like a whole lot of shit going on. I thought a whole lot about Dragon Ball Z when it was prime this year, Lily, when it was in its most supreme prime, Lily. This year, Lily, I've had multiple Dragon Ball Z moments that made me think about Lily when it was on Tsunami, when it was through this shit, especially after being reunited around Bruno, especially Ruhu, all the fucking feels with Brillo, with the Mama Chi-Chi special coming up, all the feels were already there, but in the beginning it was really, it was a joke in the beginning, but Mama Chi-Chi became a thing at the time. Mama Chi-Chi was a joke in the beginning of the year, and that was literally the enemy's downfall, but at the same time, literally, what was crazy about it was this, literally. So last year what happened is I got a virus on my computer because I had this little universe thing. You know, back when I was in 8th grade, what was great about my anime hip-hop development was I used to pick slick characters like Sanji as Rick Ross, Soul from Soul Leader as Lil Wayne. It used to be the same universe I had today with the Yu-Gi Moto as Dexter Pharaoh and Raven from Teen Titans as Raven Justice, but it was mainstream characters, which is what made it very unique. I was always into like hip-hop ever since I was in junior high. Like they used to always call me, but every time I would have, you know, bits and moments of really shining and stuff. Really, I was a very unique character in junior high. Really try my best, and you know if you don't agree with him, you just give him a hard time. But literally, it was insane. And what happened was literally they were playing Belt Bib DeVoe on the radio, Poison, and that's for my mom's generation. So literally, it was right after I killed her mom, and my mom was getting my laptop fixed for my birthday, right before the Demon Slayer movie. And literally, it was crazy. So literally, I was imagining Yusuke, you're a bestie playing where a boombox, literally on my way to fix my laptop. That's like, you know, hip hop is still alive. Like, literally, you don't really gotta do a lot to like literally keep it going. And like, you have to understand, literally, there's black people anywhere. It's not black, it's not Asian, it's anywhere. It's just literally with the COVID shit, literally, you get no place for support and shit. So literally, so this, you know, non-special starts off. So let me be very specific about this non-special. This will not have any miscellaneous characters. This will co-star, you know, some other anime series characters, but not like Rick House Magic. Not at all. It will only be Poster Boy Piccolo. It will only be Prince Piccolo, really, that's it. Piccolo first Dragon episode, that's it. That's the only Dragon Ball character that's allowed. And the other characters, obviously, are the main cast of Yu Yu Hakusho. That's all we can afford. And of course, we're gonna have to feel a rep in the school, Arumakan. Literally, and that is literally all of that in one. So literally, Nonz is up in a parallel world where literally freaking we're all getting caught in literally this mushroom-like world, and we actually end up going to school and it's actually normal. It's actually a paradox world, and so this looks really special. This is Yusaku's universe, so literally that's putting that out there. So Yusuke is like more for this special, you know. This Yusaku is like there's a flashback literally to an alternate where there's a tournament where Yusuke. So there's definitely gonna be the Yu Yu Hakusho tournament with the French Prince of Bel-Air. So it's basically literally how Yu Yu Hakusho. The real thing about this is it doesn't mean it comes from the hood. It's actually the exact opposite. Yu Yu Hakusho is showing you the hood version of the suburbs, so like literally how gangsters plan and like literally how they make you forced to live a single life. Like literally, this single mother, and they force you to be single at a time, and they give you no reason to cling on to, like, you know, things like women and stuff like that. To everything, it's like a jackass, like, you know, statement and shit. Like really, but you have to understand, really, fucking Yusuke, you're messy is literally with the shit, and you have to understand. And shows you really crazy. Like Yusuke is just a drunk mom and shit. Really, and the worst part about it is Yusuke was trying to be a good person. That's where he dies. What's the really part of life? That's where all really complex Yu Yu Hakusho is. He saved the little kid's life after really being in the school punk and shit. After looking at Keiko's ass, kicking Kuro's ball's ass, literally, and then he saves the little kid's ass. Oh my god, Yusuke, you're fucking messy. It's really out there, but I literally at the same time, like literally, that really gave me perspective. Then he looked at literally his fucking picture of him right next to his death with a beer bottle. Like, come on, it's crazy as shit. You have to understand. This really was inspiring. I didn't really like the first Prince of Bel-Air when it was on the air. Literally, if I had to make a comparison, I'll only watch one episode. And Ken and Kel's obviously better than me. I'm fucking done with that shit. Sorry, stop trying to call me gay. Stop trying to call me just now. The French Prince was fucking stupid to me. Literally, don't even think you can go there. Fucking, I am not literally required to watch shit like Godfather shit like that. You know how I know? There was a fine bitch at the mental hospital where they bridges. You nicknamed me Carlton. That's all I need to know. But it's fucking stupid. You don't understand. Literally, I get to rim that ass. I'll give a fuck if she calls me Carlton. That's the reality situation. That is by Michael Jackson persona. Robert Pierce, you want literally, it's crazy. It's like you don't fucking care. Like literally, I really, would you care if you're me? Okay, then like literally, keep it rolling. So it starts off as us having to attend school in order to figure out where we're at. And so Pleasure Dono acts like he Lily. So Mr. Pleasure is in this Nonz movie. He really has the kill shit Funimation Lily. So he's getting his own Palpo video. He has the editing down, but we've been delaying so much because of fucking the technical stupid ass difficulties with fucking insiders at Funimation. I really do not wish to speak in the matter, but it starts off with actually Zap having detention with Mr. Pleasure, aka Pleasure Dono. So literally, it's crazy as shit. It's because for this exclusive movie, there's gonna be, you know, a really hip Gohan with glasses, with really a colorful graffiti classic. His name is Flohan. Flohan is definitely confirmed for the French Prince and Nonz movie. So how does this Zap Mr. Pleasure thing work out? So anyway, figure what happens is Zap ends up doing the attention of Mr. Pleasure. Mr. Pleasure ends up, you know, schooling Zap over and over. And Zap, you know, is really for his age, is really catching Pleasure Dono off guard. And really just that. So what happens is like literally they go through a series of events where like literally one challenges, you know, Pleasure. Mr. Pleasure basically tells Zap that he was young once, and he gave him an example of like literally something I really do to let you know like literally I'm not just a stuck-up old prick. But then literally you freaking Zap literally is like, okay, old man, well I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do exactly what you do and tell you why it isn't shit. And so literally freaking and then fucking he's like, I'm like, I paid all your games, old man, literally. Next thing you'll probably want me to read is a balloon, and then literally Mr. Pleasure will probably come out like, huh, better than that than a brick wall. You know, you're a really stuck-up geezer. And then Mr. Pleasure be like, well, look at it this way, at least you're going somewhere. After he gets out of detention, you know, he links up with Silent J, aka Matty Mo. So, you know, freaking Silent J is really trying to tell Zap to calm out his bullshit. Whilst I know he's already a 40-year-old bearded loser. He's like, what if I tell you I know this thing called imagery? So let me run down a little bit of some street psychology with you. There was this time where literally I tried to tell this guy named T-Dub. Now, Mr. T-Dub is Gio's father, and Mr. T-Dub was also a special ed teacher. And you know, Gio went to a school for Academy of Arts in order to learn how to dance, and Mr. T-Dub literally took him from an orphanage, and T-Dub is the shit. And back in high school, there was this time Mr. T-Dub, after if we got our work done early, he'll let us play Mortal Kombat, and literally like, you know, like many Call of Duty games, and literally and forget out like that shit was crazy as shit. And everybody used to make fun of me like when everybody wanted to play Call of Duty, and I'll get my work done before everybody else, but I'll insist we play Mortal Kombat. So I warned T-Dub that literally freaking my friend was literally hopping at certain tables, acting like, bro, you don't have to act like this in 6th grade. But now that I'm older, I realize this had an example for the girl who wants me to be nice, that this is fucking ridiculous. Fucking literally, real people get away with doing shit like that, and literally fucking, I didn't know that until I got older and shit. And then literally, I told literally Mr. T-Dub that, and so like, this is the funny shit. When I become there, I told literally, what he does is he turns to his chair, and I was like, what the fuck, he just turned to his chair. But when you get older, he turned to his chair, he's like, did you try talking to him, man? That was fucking funny, that bitch. I always tried to, you know, when you're dumb, it's fucking hilarious. That means just firing punch of gangsters, so what you was fucking doing is literally, it looks like nothing now, but when we look back at it, that comes with a light, and fucking Mr. Tino fucking prepared me for everything. It was hilarious. You don't know. Literally, fucking what they do, what one of those do when you're asking for advice on how to get pussy. They do this gesture like they've been in prison before, like they make it up on like situation that you'll get into when you get older. You look back after you won the fucking war, after what they said, you look at what position they're in. But that all came from like imagery that they use to like fool enemies in jail. You see, this whole weird crazy scene. Part of the reason why Christopher Sabat has such an addiction with going in and out of the pen is because how he learned how to manipulate light. He pretended to be Vegeta and started pretending to do a whole bunch of flash attacks in jail, knowing that he could manipulate light in prison. And he already liked to fight some of that. Like literally, everything was already obvious things. Like literally, it's very fucking addicting. Because you know how I play Storm? It's normally like not that way. Literally, it's a 3D game that's not supposed to be that fast paced. But I learned how to fight. I learned how to literally be a fast paced sneaker. Really, I taught the people I play with to be the same. That's why it looks like it's Dragon Ball Z every time I play. No one time I play, it's a little bit more fucking technical. It's never fucking all this fucking flying around fucking as soon as you have the opportunity and fucking DBZ and shit. And Christopher Sabat did the exact same thing I learned in fighting games and how to learn how to fight with Life and Storm in prison. And so that's why he's addicted to that. Like, you don't understand, literally, that is some legitimate shit. That's when you go all out and stuff. But he got lost in literally. He 8th graded, like, literally that. I'm like, you can't ever, like, literally be stuck in 8th grade, like, literally that. It's really insane. So what Silent J does is he throws Zap to his side and tells him, he tries to get him bunch of like, I can show you how to distract for imagery. And so literally, so him and Zap join a gang, and it's based off the Bad Kiwi episode for All Grown Up, which me and Mr. Enter will be reviewing in the future, like literally. Animated atrocities, bad, Admiral animation. That shit is nasty, but Admiral animation, very, very nasty, yes indeed. Like literally, you don't understand, like literally, Admiral animation, Bad Kiwi, Rugrats All Grown Up. Or if you already know, Admiral animation, Bad Kimmy, All Grown Up. I I don't have to go into detail how Rugrats and Rugrats are grown up, but two separate continuities that actually have two different methods in society. So Zap ends up joining Silent J's gang in the Fresh Prince Festival. Lily, he ends up doing crime work and beating like Lily, stealing shit like Lily, imitating Z from the Bad Kimmy episode for Rugrats. Like you don't understand. So Lily, so Mr. Pleasure also knows how to do like the after image in real life. So Lily, what it is like Lily, when they're trying to attack you, you fool somebody with imagery, and then Lily fucking you move to the side and Lily try swift motions, try to gain like Lily credit in prison. Like Lily, there's a mind over matter thing in prison like Lily where you can Lily stand in one position, like Lily, it'll make a video or something. I've done it in my dance videos. I do it for dancing, but Lily, I know that you can do it in prison. And so, like, Lily, it's crazy as fuck. It has to do with like muscle memory. Like if somebody hasn't like watched the TV show and you do some referencing like Star Trek and shit, they're not gonna get what you're referencing. But Lily, if you put yourself in a certain position, like Lily, if you put your hand out there and then like Lily expand it, it's gonna look like Lily a bat or some shit. If you know how like angle it right, like Lily, it's crazy as shit. Like Lily, and you hop up and down like Lily and change the size of your mask for Lily, with speed and accuracy, you can look like a hopping fucking King Kong and shit. It's crazy as fuck, but Lily, it's insane. So like Lily, so Mr. Pleasure like Lily confronts Zaf and like Lily, he confronts Matt. So they both know how to do it after images. So he looks at that because Mr. Pleasure is physically fit in real life, and Matt actually Lily learned how to be a top tier mob member with the after image and also being a top tier shooter playing Call of Duty. So he was really a big nerd by the reverse. When Pleasure Dodo and Silent J faced off, he's like, oh, you also know how to do the after image. And he tried to be a little Matt, but he couldn't. He had to recognize Matt's power level right then and there. And he tried to look at him. So why don't I show you a better path in life? So Yusaku is Lily accompanying Gabai in the tournament, so it's gonna be him or you in the gang. So like Lily, it's very important that you know that this is really my favorite idea for an office. So I really want to get a whole bunch of people in a tribe. Like Lily, you don't understand how long I've been waiting to like Lily not only post this idea, but understanding why I don't like the Fresh Prince. I have a legitimate reason for not liking it. I like other aspects of Will Smith. I feel like Will Smith having his own show is fucking corny. I feel like Lily, the Martin show has more substance. It would fucking be crazy, but I don't like Will Smith Lily as the Fresh Prince. I like the style, I like its originality, but the theme song, not it. King Kel's theme song on hit. No. I don't even like it. Smart Guys is better than that. I feel like Lily, Fresh Prince is overrated. I don't like it because it's corny. I feel like it's fucking pop. And I feel like Lily, it's really for the wrong celebrity. I feel like all that shit. I can critique that now. It's the gay shit fucking error, but it does its job. Lily, if you grow up on Nickelodeon and then you watch that shit, you can't question because it has tons of soul. But I'm like cartoon and fucking alone. I like cartoon better than the fucking real. It's fucking stuff like that. Literally, fucking, I don't care fucking real jokes. I want to hear cracking jokes. I want to hear the unique character cracking jokes. That's who I am. Fucking, I feel like that shit has too many basic fucking principles, and I don't fucking like how fucking it's the most censored out all fucking comedy. I do like the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody you order it. And society used to attack me by that angle, like Sweet Life over Fresh Prince, Sweet Life over Fresh Prince, and they don't fucking get it. But how much ghetto you try and make it sound, it'll never be more ghetto than Raven Simone. So I'm done with this shit. I'm just want to let you know this shit is crazy. And you have to understand, like Lily, this is referencing the Yu Hakusho tournament. Slashing Rumor, Slashing the Demons from Hell. It's gonna be a really intense tournament. Diki Murray is confirmed. A whole bunch of other shit. I don't know if, like, you know, there are other characters like Boomer. Keto is definitely gotta go ham, you know. Show Julia most definitely. So there's also going to be, stay tuned for the Android 182 special. That's also going to be Show Julia's Goal. So like Lily, that is going to be really crazy. Android 182 is really about to like Lily, that's her goal as a character. Show Julia, that's about to be insane. But this is also, I can see this little fight and see gameplay I found throughout this whole video. This is real symbolism like Sean got cuffed. Lily, there's live footage drawing of Lily me talking shit to Sean. Like Lily, everybody fucking shouting Sean. Lily, as ironic as it may be, it's fucking insane. But the Dragon Ball community has really went out there where it's coming to this shit. I really need people to get down to earth. And also, like, if you're excited, like, I have partial ownership for Yu-Gi-Oh! If you guys are really excited, I'm thinking of making a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. I don't want it to be a part of the original, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Continuity. I want my own side Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. I want to call it, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! SK8, where instead of, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and the motorcycles, like, literally, Yu-Gi-Oh! SK8 will start doing this with skateboards. We're doing with skateboards now, and nobody can do it out my vision. So you can continue that shitty ass timeline. I know literally how valuable I am at this point, and we are not stopping at this point. Literally, we are making Yu-Gi-Oh! SK8, and we're also making Yu-Gi-Oh! DS. It's time to get your game on for the Nonz special between the Fresh Prince Yu Yu Hakusho.